Fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage is open, zone coverage.
Oh, look out! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Miami. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. NC State going up tempo.
Man, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. And both of these teams love to use the tight end, Jesse, and they do it very well.
And both of these quarterbacks know who their go-to guy is. It's the tight end, as you just mentioned, Reese. These guys find ways to get open, and they make their quarterbacks look good.
Oh, they make them look real good. Big, strong bodies can catch the football, can make plays after the catch. The modern tight end position just continues to expand.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that lap.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Absolutely perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Showing off the arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Canes. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time on target. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. NC State quick to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get wrapped. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their... He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, the running back has it. He locked up and held on to bring it down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball. Getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Keeps looking downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this. Turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Runs through a tackle.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Using his legs, it's DeMarco. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So
he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's off.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him...
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Running with power. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Turns it on in midfield. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Canes have this offense rolling. He'll try the left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working, and this defense is not budging, and we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air, and you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against the run.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, going to the air. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
Miami, number 11, with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
NC State, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
Miami, number 7.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 77. NC State, 20.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Extending the play. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that.
At the 42.
2-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Canes will hustle to the line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Canes are flying down the field. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They give it to him again. Creates a little space. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
84. NC State 20.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun, the inside give. productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. With jet sweep pass. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll go to the fullback, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He finds his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Across the 25. He's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy. Heavy heat, and they block it. They'll scoop it up on the move. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party win. A late touchdown.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the done. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? He'll call for the fair catch here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He He's back to throw on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.